Offender in custody. Thanks. Anyone else follows my custody result, let me know.
This article, though, on Sebastian's 16th birthday, authorities share new details on the missing teen. Investigators speak out on status of the investigation.
The Amber Alert remains active, and now nearly 10 months after Sebastian Rogers disappeared, those leading the search effort say no one is giving up.
It's not a cold case. It's an active and ongoing investigation.
Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock has been on the case since Sebastian disappeared from his Hendersonville home back on February 26th. Since then, hundreds of tips have been investigated, and to date, there still have been no confirmed sightings. In that vacuum, rumors continue to run rampant online from less than credible sources.
Well, it's real easy to sit on social media and make those comments.
Sheriff Craddock says investigators deal with facts, seeking evidence and hard leads. There have been few official updates in recent months, but the sheriff says investigators meet weekly about the case.
I've been pretty transparent. There is some information that's just not releasable, right? And that's only because any information released could be prejudicial to the case. And a successful resolution is my ultimate goal.
Okay, I want to pause it right here.
He said a lot.
He did, but I'm not even going to focus on the social media stuff because they all say that anyway. I mean, come on. The proof is in the pudding, people. The proof is in the pudding what we can do as a community. So it's whatever. We're not even going to discuss that. What we're going to discuss is what he just said right here when it comes to not saying anything. It's still an active investigation. He's not going to say certain things that involve the investigation because of the ultimate outcome of making sure that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers gets justice. And this is why I continue to say that I really feel like there's an abduction / trafficking, that when Seth says that you might be the next one to see him, I feel like they already, October 2nd, they opened up an investigation on somebody in Hendersonville with 50 counts of SA stuff. I feel like that was part of an investigation that they're digging into. And I feel like one of these victims that they came across during the investigation recognized Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and that's why Seth has renewed hope. This is just my opinion and my speculation, but when I hear what this man's saying right here, and I see Seth's renewed hope, and I'm going back to when we're done with our searches back in May, and I'm sitting there telling people from then, I really feel abduction, trafficking, and there's so many people from the beginning that are like, his intelligence. Yeah, guess what? I really feel, why else would Seth have this renewed hope? And he said definitely since April, when since April he's been saying everything completely opposite.
Exactly. It was in his body language. It was in the tone that he said it in. Seth was told something very, very important.
I really feel, and shout out to Mr. E and his family over there. I was in his show a couple nights ago, and I was letting them know the same stuff that I'm telling y'all right now. Like, this is what I feel. And you want to talk about coincidences like we did a little bit ago. Coincidence. Right. Like, look at all the stuff I just mentioned. Every single day that goes on, that I'm blessed to be, waking up and doing everything that I'm doing. I'm telling you, every single day, I feel more strongly about this trafficking and abduction stuff. I'm not even discussing the manhole stuff anymore, even though I think that's a small percentage of a possibility when it comes to the stuff that I was already talking about before. But really, after all this, like more and more, we're seeing like it's the crumbs, man.
It's definitely the crumbs.
Definitely. So when it comes to what he's saying, listen to it again. besides the social media part, we all know what we can do out here. We do beautiful things and we make a difference, and that's what it's about. Uh, but listen to what he's saying about the investigation. Right from the beginning, it's not cold, it's still active. We're going to listen to this again. Now, don't focus on the social. Listen to the investigation part and then hear what I said. And man, I don't know. What else could it be? Let me know in chat. If it's something else that you think it could be, let me know.
The Amber Alert remains active, and now nearly 10 months after Sebastian Rogers disappeared, those leading the search effort say no one is giving up.
It's not a cold case. It's an active and ongoing investigation.
Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock has been on the case since Sebastian disappeared from his Hendersonville home back on February 26th. Since then, hundreds of tips have been investigated, and to date, there still have been no confirmed sightings. In that vacuum, rumors continue to run rampant online from less than credible sources.
Well, it's real easy to sit on social media and make those comments.
Sheriff Craddock says investigators deal with facts, seeking evidence and hard leads. There have been few official updates in recent months, but the sheriff says investigators meet weekly about the case.
I've been pretty transparent. There is some information that's just not releasable, right? And that's only because any information released could be prejudicial to the case. And a successful resolution is my ultimate goal.
There's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about Sebastian.
EMA Director Ken Widener has headed up search efforts around Sebastian's home and beyond from the very beginning. And it is his team that stands ready to act on any credible lead that comes from the tip line.
We have K9 on standby. We have search teams on standby. We got drones ready to go, and we go.
The question of what happened to Sebastian very much still remains open. And to date, nothing has been ruled out, including the possibility of foul play. And on that note, District Attorney Ray Whitley tells me he gets updates on the case nearly every week, and he does stand ready to prosecute if it ever comes to that. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.